I said before, I believe in our team. I do believe in our team. All right, and we're going to work hard to make our team better. And I hope the players respond the right way. And it's not going to be for you. The fans, yes. Because if it was up to you, we're 6 foot under already. We're dead and buried and gone. Gone. And just because you got beat on the last play, that can't affect the next play. All right, or that's breaking you. Your frustration is breaking you. Just because you miss a block, or you get blocked, or you miss a tackle, or you fumble the ball. What does it take to break you?
Everything you put into it is right out in front of you. Let's go get this thing.
Hey. Good morning. What's up, everybody? Good morning and Roll Tide. Welcome to the Long Run with Piano Man. Hey, I'm your boy. It's me in the flesh. And what little glory I do have, really none at all. All that goes to the Lord. And so, whatever he gives me, I'm so grateful for. Thankful to be here on this Wednesday morning and all that good stuff. Keith Holcomb, getting kind of tongue-tied real early this morning. Keith Holcomb, Roll Tide, my man. Latoya Billingsley, Roll Tide. What the business is, you know. What's up, Stephen Hicks? What are the voices saying this morning, Stephen Hicks? I hope the voices are saying Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Good morning, Gwen. How are you? Roll Tide. Good morning. Yeah. Nick Harden, good morning, my man. Roll Tide. Good morning. Big dog gotta eat. What's up? Good morning to you, my man. Good morning, my friend representing them Vols out of Tennessee. Out there in Arizona, where it's real hot all the time. But it's cold in the winter, I heard. Yes, sir. Hey, Nicole, good morning. Roll Tide. What the business is, Nicole? You know. You already know. Yeah, man. Anyway. How y'all feeling this morning? I hope everybody had a restful night. I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's up and at 'em. Welcome to day 3 of bye week, man. The week is rolling right along, man. I'm just saying now. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm just saying the week is rolling right along. I mean, like, yeah, the week is rolling right along, and I'm having fun, And this week, just kind of cutting it short some. There's not a lot to really talk about, except for we talk about Alabama football, but we know what next week is. So next week is going to be from here on out. After this week, the lives might get just a little bit longer because we're going into SEC play starting next week. We all know that, and so we just have a little bit more to talk about and everything. But I enjoy seeing the chat jumping the way that it is. I enjoy hanging out with you. So, in the words of Latoya Billingsley and Stephen Hicks from you know what? Now, this is a crew that I'm bringing up, okay? Through the millions of crews that's already in here. The name of this crew, Latoya and Stephen, is called Let Me Find Out You Like Me a Little Bit crew. The Let Me Find Out crew. Yeah. I'm over there. I'm a crew of one. The Let Me Find Out crew. And I got that idea from Latoya. Excuse me. I got that idea from Latoya and from Stephen. They said, let me find out you like us just a little bit. That was back in the early part. Of all of this. Let me find out you like us a little bit. So, oh yeah, the voice is saying Bama preparing. I'm telling you, man. Yes, ma'am. Twister, the Windwalker, Roll Tide, Roll Tide, Roll Tide. Now, next week, I'm telling you now, I will be taking more phone calls. I got to get with the White on something, and everything. So I'm glad y'all. I'm glad y'all like me a whole lot. I'm glad y'all like me a whole lot. I like y'all a whole lot too. I really do. Of the friendships that I've come to develop, that I have developed on here, and everything, and it's just real fun. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. But let me say this right quick. Yesterday, don't forget. I'm going too fast. Hold it. Oh, yes. Remember that the word of the week is reflect, reflect, reflect. I can't say that enough. Reflect. This week has been really one of reflection for me in all facets of life, not just Alabama football, but my personal life, my professional life, and everything. I had a talk with KB a couple of days ago now, and there are some things that KB, Coach Carl, myself, Ty Hayes, we all have in common. A couple of more we have in common. OG Gill, one of the things that we have in common, and those are the ones that I know. Hey, Roll Tide, William. Roll Tide, my man. Good to see you. We're all criminal justice majors. We deal in criminal justice from one way or another. And KB and I were in a conversation the other day about our degrees. And I'm in pursuit of mine. Coach Carl I think he's already obtained. He has just recently obtained it. And we all know what Ty is doing as far as the attorney thing goes, not meaning to put his business out there, but he's just doing some work, and all these guys have been inspirations to me to go ahead and finish. And hopefully this year I can finish and and go to the next level. KB and I were talking the other day about some things about our degrees and all that kind of stuff. And it was something KB said, and I hope this blesses you what I'm about to say. KB made the statement and said that he said, if I had have known that I was going to be a podcaster like this or get off into this realm of work, he said I would have majored in such as well. And so, without going into the details of the conversation, because there was just some couple of personal things that KB shared that I'm not going to, share. It caused me to think, and I'm just going to go on and put it out there of what I responded to. I said, well, hey, good morning, Coach Carl. Good morning, Coach Carl. Coach Carl, I'm gonna bring you up in just a minute, Coach. Just stand by. I'm gonna bring you up in just a minute, Coach. I'm gonna shift this energy just a little bit. We're gonna talk about football in a minute, but it's something else that I wanna bring to the forefront. Okay. Often when we pursue in life, one of the things that we don't consider is the fact that when God brings you into another area of life that you've really never considered, and you can flourish in it and you find yourself liking it and everything, I'm of the firm persuasion that sometimes God wants you to learn as much as you can about that particular area. So you not so much you can become an expert in it, but you won't stay a novice in it. He doesn't want you to stay a novice. And so I told KB, I said, KB, I said, you know what? When I finish this this bachelor's of science of criminal justice. I said, because I am in podcasting now, I'm going to go back and learn some things about the industry. I don't mind putting it out there because, ain't nobody, only person that can stop you basically is you. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to try to learn as much about the industry of how all of this works. You see what I'm saying? Now, what am I getting at? There's a million things I'm getting at, but let me start at first. The first thing is that don't stop what you're presently in. Don't stop what you're presently doing. Keep going until you finish it. Don't stop until you've accomplished your first assignment. Don't abandon your first assignment and go to another assignment. No, complete the assignment, your first assignment. Why? That particular assignment is also going to bring value to your life. That sound like somebody? I'm not going to call his name, but that particular assignment. Good morning, William. Again, yeah, roll tide, brother. That particular assignment will bring or create value in your life. It's going to do it too. I promise you it's going to do it. It's going to create value. When you complete that, you get off into that and begin to function in that. If by reason of time, health, strength, and stamina, and all that kind of stuff, pursue that second assignment, it's going to create more value for you. It's going to make your resume look good, because I'm here to submit unto each of you this morning. I'm here to submit to you this morning. You are either your best friend, your attitude, your drive, your grit, your perseverance, and all that kind of stuff. Either you have it or you don't. So my question to you this morning is, do you want to live, or are you just wanting to exist? I choose to live. I choose to fight. I choose to go after it. Yes, it gets rough sometimes. Yes, it gets frustrating at times. Yes, I get angry sometimes. And yes, there are some days that I want to say to hell with it. There are some days. But the moment I take that attitude, and the moment I give up, and the moment I stop, and the moment I quit, that's the moment that I start living, and I go from living to just existing. God does not want us to just exist. God does not want us to just be here. God does not want us to just be, oh, I'm just barely making it. Hey, what's up, the White Roll Tide? My producer's here. God does not want us to just barely make it, just getting by. Woe is me, po is me, oh is me, whatever. But God wants us to go from existing to living. So you know what that means? Sometimes you got to make some sacrifices. Sometimes you got to do some things that's not going to feel comfortable. And I'm going to tell you something about that not feeling comfortable thing. When I first started this podcast and stuff, I did not feel comfortable. People were giving me compliments, especially coming on camera, doing this, that, and the third. And they said, Piano Man, you're doing a good job. But what they did not know is in my heart, I felt so uncomfortable. But my drive, my grit, my determination, my willingness to learn, my willingness to network with other guys and learn how this thing goes and put it all together and outstep Piano Man. And that's what I'm doing. So with that being said, I said, once I finish this criminal justice degree, I do with an emphasis in investigations, I'm going into something else. I want to create value for me. Yeah. Okay. Y'all start that so I can come back to it. I want to create value for me. I want to create value for my family, for my children, for my grandchildren. I want it, and if I get well, I'm gonna put this out there. When I get married again, I even want my wife to know that she's married a valuable man. A valuable man. I don't want to be a man that's how can I put this without sounding mean? I just don't want to be this man that has to depend on her and I'm just existing. You got a lot of men that you with a lady, but he ain't bringing life. He's bringing just existence. There is a difference. There is a difference. I'm just talking because men are supposed to be the head, especially in a marriage and everything. But the only way that works is that you got to create value. Because I hate that now. If there's some ladies on here, can I get an amen down through here? What I'm about to say, ladies, check this out. No lady want a jellyback man. She want a man with a spine. She want a man that's going somewhere. She wants a man with some vision and got purpose in his life. So after that talk with KB the other day and everything, it caused me to think. And then I heard another guy who reversed, and y'all know I'm a diabetic, who reversed his diabetes, but he made a statement and said, I had to put in the work. I had to put in the work. What role are you going to play in this? We want God to bless us. Lord, bless me, bless me, bless me, bless me, bless me, bless me, bless me. But the thing about it is that what role are you going to play? What part are you going to play in the blessing? There's some work that has to be done. And so I put in work in this. I try to. It may not be like the next guys, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be how I see it. Well, I'm putting in the work. Well, I'm putting in the work in life. I'm putting in the work. I got to put the work in. The white gets on to me all the time. Piano man, you supposed to be retired. I said, yeah, you're right. I'm supposed to be retired. But all I know is work. I've been doing, all I've known is work since I've been 10, really longer than that. But for the last 50-something odd years of my life, all I know is work. If I stop working, I won't last too long. Went down yesterday, went outside, looked over the property, how I'm gonna set my deer stuff up. Because why? Because I gotta do some stuff. Lord willing, I'm going fishing Saturday. But all I'm saying is this: create value. Create value. Create value for yourself. If you want to go back to school, go back. You're not too old. Long as you still have a brain. If you have a brain, if you have the will to learn, and you got the stamina and the perseverance, and you saying you want to do something more with your life, go for it. Quit saying they won't give me a chance. Take the chance. Create the chance. Make the chance. And quit saying everybody hating on you. Ain't nobody hating on you. First of all, they ain't thinking about you because they're trying to do things themselves. So I'm just saying. So I want to thank, if KB's listening or if he catches up with this, talk with Coach Sean yesterday, some things that he poured into my life. Man, see, don't be afraid to show that you don't know it all. Coach Carl helps me out because Coach Carl, criminal justice major, just like me, Ty Hayes, KB, all that kind of stuff. Man, God puts these people in your way and in your path to help you. There's a passage of scripture that says these things are written for our example, and everything. So I have many, many examples. And guess what? I use those people as resources. I don't use them. I use the wisdom that they've imparted. That's all Piano Man is trying to do, is to help you out. Man, I want to see everybody make it, man. Gotta make it. God, oh, you gotta make it. And if I can help you, doggone it, I'm going to help you. But before I hurt you, I'd rather go somewhere and sit my crazy self down, because I want to see people make it in a world in which we living in, that so many people are hurting. Man, Somebody needs your testimony. Sure do. I'm telling you. Somebody needs your wisdom. Somebody needs your smile. They need your strength. And in order for them, and that's how we help each other. That's how it perpetuates. So create value for yourself. Do that. Take that next step. If it's going back to school, go back. Finish your assignment before you abandon that assignment and go to another. Because last thing, and I'm gonna bring Coach Carl up because he's criminal justice major too. I want to talk about that for just a little while, and that's this here. If you quit one assignment and try to go to another one, you're gonna quit that one too. We are creatures of habit. We do that. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that tea good. Good Lord. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Governor. Governor JB 718. He's another example. He's another example that I use. That and somebody that I can use as a resource. Dwight, my producer. These guys are brilliant. Bino, then the 401k crew is brilliant. I'm telling you now, they're brilliant. And I listen. A lot of time, KT, all of them, OG Gill, everybody. When I'm listening to them, Susan and all of them, I listen. I'm just the one that just privileged and blessed to come up here and y'all see me on the camera and everything. But when I'm behind the scenes, I'm listening to my brothers and sisters. And you know what? And I don't like what they have to say all the time. And it doesn't feel good all the time. But guess what? It's for my good. It's for my good. It's for my training. It's for my development. See, there you go, JB, Governor. There's Dr. Crystal. Good morning. Roll Tide. Rolleth. It's for my good. It's for my development. It's for my strengthening. Might cry a little bit today, but you will smile down the road. And you will have all of these people to thank because they poured into your life. And I'll tell you something about, and I'm gonna bring this. Let me do this right quick. Coach Carl, I want Coach Carl to, if he can. I need Coach Carl to call the show right quick and encourage us today as well. But there you go, Coach, right there. But I'm just saying now, I want you to finish the assignment. We talk exactly, and we don't yell at each other. We ain't no yelling. Man, when you yelling, it's going to be some furniture moving. And another thing I don't do, I don't disturb them at 14 minutes and something left to go in the game. Anyway. Watch Governor. Watch Governor. Watch the Governor. Yes, Coach Carl. I put the link in the chat, sir. I need you to call in. Because today just gonna be just a little bit. I didn't know how I was going to do this, but I felt led to tell you, just to let y'all know about a conversation that I had with KB the other day, and then I had one with Coach Sean yesterday, and then listening to this brother about the diabetes this morning, and his main thing was you got to put the work in. And I just took all three conversations and made them into one. And like I told you yesterday, sometimes the dragon that needs to be slayed is you. I'm just saying. So I want to see everybody make it. So here in the next little bit, I'm going to do everything that I can do I'm going to finish this first thing. And when I come back on one day and y'all see me crying, okay, coach. See what I'm saying? Dr. Crystal said, We reverse my mom's diabetes. See, what am I saying? Okay, that's just that's diabetes. And I don't mean that in no little term. But if it works for diabetes, what you think the rest of your life got? If you can put it in reverse, it's up to you to stop it from those negative things from going forward. That's up to you. And when you trust me, you can trust if you can trust God with it and everything. Wait a minute, hold it. Just if you can trust God with it, if you can trust God with it now, He'll help you with it. He's saying how? Just trust God with it. Trust them with it. But there's a part you got to play. That's what I was saying about we want God to bless us, heal us, deliver us, put us in the right places, and this, that, and the third. But what part are you going to play in this miracle? What part are you going to play in this going to the next level? What part are you going to play? You waiting on somebody, waiting. But what part are you going to play? What you want God to do? Come in, enroll you in school, and go take the class for you, and then you come out with the degree. The devil is a lie, you too. There's a part you're going to play. So as of today, I'm doing things, I'm putting some things in reverse. I'm putting them in reverse. I'm not waiting on God to put them in reverse. I'm going to do it. And I just believe that when the Lord sees me putting it in reverse, He's going to help expedite the process. Exactly. I'm putting Jesus in the center of it all. And He know I ain't perfect. He know that. And that's the other thing. Look here. Quit thinking that this stuff, now, however you want to believe it. Check this out. However you want to believe it, that's up to you. But quit thinking that you catch God by surprise. Man, that's God you talking about. Don't nothing and nobody catch Him by surprise. We changed her diet. She lost 80 pounds and diabetes was gone. And that's about the size of it. And that's all they be saying. Change your diet. Change your diet. Change it. Change habits. That's the key to going to the next level of anything is changing habits. Change your mindset. Change your thinking. Change your approach. Change it. That's all Piano Man is saying. Change it. Some of us have problems with people, and sometimes I just believe, I ain't trying to force the Lord to nobody's throat. I'm just saying what works for Piano Man. Sometimes the Lord wants to use the very people that you ain't vibing with. He might want to use them to bless you. But you got issues with them and everything. Well, the first thing you need to do is go see God. Yeah, thank you, Coach Carl. Well, why are we trying to fool the Lord? Can't fool Him. He know your thoughts. He know your thoughts. Listen, I'm going to just tell y'all. I'm going to tell you something. Now, the Lord know how I feel about sweet potato pie. I'm just going to go on and tell you. He knows how I feel about it. He knows, Coach Carl. I'm just using food for an example. He knows my feelings about sweet potato pie. He knows it. Yes, He does. Can't fool the Lord. He knows that I'll get up in the midnight hour, knowing good and well I'll go in there, Coach Carl, and we'll devour. Good morning, Michelle. I'm going in there. I will go in there and devour a sweet potato pie by myself. But I'm telling you, but for my body, I pay a heavy price. He knows how I feel about just a lot of different things. But my body says otherwise. I have to give that thing to God. I have to give that thing to God in order to live and everything. And so I don't tempt God. He knows how I feel. He knows everything. But I have to ask God because I want to create value for my life, even in eating. Even in eating. Good morning, B Sharp. What's up? Even in eating, even in my diet, And so now I have to lay off. Gotten older, and I can tell my tolerance level in my body is not like it used to be. So I'm just saying that I've got to do my part in preserving my life. It's not just left up to God. Some of that stuff is left up to me. It's left up to me of how I approach it. So I choose to live because there are some more things I want to accomplish. B Sharp is another brother I learned from. These people, when I be calling their name, when I be calling these names, you know, here's my little card here. I got everybody's name written down of podcasters that I follow, content creators that I follow, and I keep up with, and I listen to them. They not only talk about sports, they talk about life. And B Sharp is another. I told y'all, man, I go hard for my brothers. I go hard for my sisters. I do. And we all go hard for each other. We support each other. Just saying. Man, I told you when and you know, I'm not sure about B Sharp's main line of work, but I know that doggone pressure washing business he have. He pressure washed the house so good. He pressure washed his house so good. I thought they had just built the house. He just said, I went out there and cleaned. I said, say what? And that's why, you know, shucks. I don't know. Wait till I build my house. Wait till I build my house. I'm gonna get B Sharp to come clean it off. I'm gonna pay for him to come all the way over here. I pay your gas too, B Sharp. If you have pressure washer, will travel. I'm serious, man. I'm serious. Roll Tide. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Roll Tide. But I just wanted to encourage. It's just a little Wednesday devotional. But I just want to kind of take in just a little different twist this morning. Just a different turn with it this morning. Just a little turn this morning, because I just felt like wanting people to take that next step. It doesn't have to just be in education. It can be in anything. In anything. I just want to see you grow. It could be in your personal relationship. It could be in your marriage. It could be a relationship with your children. It could be relationships on your job. And when I mean relationship, I'm not just necessarily talking about with people. I'm talking about even how you approach your job. I'm just telling you. Just saying, man. And God wants to sometimes take you to next levels, but he wants to see if you got this foundational part right first. So I think Coach Carl, I think I have 3 more classes. I was telling him that a little while ago. I was telling KB that the other day. I have 3 more classes. 2 regular classes and my capstone. I think that's how it's gonna go, and I should be there. I may have another general class to take. I'm not quite sure. Okay, William, don't feel bad. Bama Sports Spencer tonight on Bam Damn Sports. Got you. Okay. So that's the plan right there. And then I'm going on, and I'm not going to let any grass grow under my feet. And I'm going on to the next phase. If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Thank you, Stephen. So, and so I'm learning.
I thought, I think the last couple of weeks we've taken some steps in the right direction. I think obviously, you look back on the first game of the season, and I think for our players, when we have adversity on the road, we got to do a better job of handling it as a sideline. I talk about this all the time. Our sideline's a living, breathing organism, and you got to feed it the right way. And I didn't think we did a good enough job, when adversity hit. I thought we played timid. We played on our heels a little bit, and I thought our players have answered the bell really well from a standpoint of the way they've prepared in practice, prepared for, when adversity comes again, how we'll handle that. Obviously, we've had, success the last 2 games and probably minimal adversity, but it's coming, and we've got to get our guys prepared for it. I think Coach DeBoer's done a really good job of kind of feeling the pulse of our players and what they need and the response that we need to give them as coaches day in and day out. And so I think we're taking steps in the right direction, but ultimately it'll be how we respond, when adversity hits again.
How satisfied are you with the pass rush and how that's progressing?
I think we're taking steps in the right direction from a pass rush standpoint. I think we're going to be challenged more as the season goes on. If you look at any good defense has to affect the quarterback one way or another. So if we can do it with a 4-man rush, great. If we can, I got to find another way to do it. And so those are the things that, we're constantly looking at. I think we've got some players that can generate some juice off the edge. And yet at the same time, I think if you just line up in a 4-down pass rush all day long, right, somebody will get clued into that, or they'll max pro or start chip protecting or whatever it is. And so, we got to continue to find creative ways to pressure the quarterback, because you got to make a guy uncomfortable, and those are the things that ultimately as a play caller, you got to keep in the forefront of your mind as a game's going on.
What's the biggest difference in the defense from game 1 to now?
Well, I think, I thought we let the first game, let early adversity put us on our heels, and I thought we played timid as a defense, and that's something that is highly disappointing, but we got to own it, and it is what it is, and I think everyone in the building has done a really good job of kind of taking ownership of what we got to do moving forward. I think we've played very aggressive the last 2 games. I think we've played with a high level of energy that we've brought from our sideline that translates out onto the field. I think, we've let our players kind of put them in a position to go be aggressive and attack the ball. And those things seem to be working. You look at the landscape of college football right now across the board, and it's really it's an execution game, and it's a play hard game, and it's tackling in space. And if you do that, you're going to have a good day. And if you don't do that, you look at some of the scores in the SEC that, we had an 11 o'clock kick, and it was kind of the first time I really got a chance to start watching other teams and other defenses. And right now, everybody's they're all going, you got the same issues. I mean, you got to make space tackles, and you got to execute on 3rd down, and you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. And I think everybody's trying to find themselves, because, every team has warts, and they got young players that are going to be out there on the field representing your team, and you got to find a way to get them ready in the early part of the season.
Coach, you had a chance to review Georgia so far.
Yeah, certainly. We've watched a lot of Georgia already, and you start to make plans. Right now, this time of year, you're doing in the first bye week, you're doing self-scout. You're kind of watching some of the things that you've done and some things that you put on tape and things you want to add or adjust or get corrected. And then at the same time, how does that apply to your next opponent? And so those are things that we're looking at right now. I've been really impressed with their quarterback, Stockton. Excuse me, I'm blanking on his name right now. Gunner. Been really impressed with Gunner. Highly efficient in what he's doing. I think Coach Bobo's doing a great job of kind of working the frame of what they do offensively within the framework of what Gunner does well. He runs the ball well. He does a really good job of making decisions in the perimeter game. They've got I think they've upgraded their athletes out on the perimeter in the receiving core, and found ways to get guys in one-on-one positions to make space tackles, and doing a good job in the run game, changing it up a little bit, 1+ quarterback stuff. So they'll present a lot of challenges for us. I mean, I thought they did a great job against Tennessee, had a really good plan. And if anything, you saw a team that had some grit when adversity hit on the road. that they answered the bell, and that to me is, that's an impressive job by their coaches and players to get that done. Something that we got to do a better job of.
As a defensive coach, how would you defend Ryan Williams?
Well, there's a lot of things with Ryan that, you can try to, in some ways you can try to press him, and then, you can try to play double coverage and over top, and there's a lot of things you can do, but at the end of the day, you got to tackle the guy, right? And so, I think Ryan is he's just so dynamic with the ball in his hand.
Yep. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry the aliens got me for a minute. The sweet potato pie was calling, and I got zapped up there for a minute. I'm back. Dr. Crystal is rough on Kane Wommack, but I kind of feel her. But I just believe we're going to be okay. I believe we're going to be okay. One thing I did yesterday, I went back and watched for the third time the Alabama-Wisconsin game. I went back and watched it again last night. Watched it yesterday morning at about 3 o'clock in the morning. I turned around and watched it again last night at about 9 o'clock last night. And both times I watched the games, okay? Both times I watched the full game. That's what I'm trying to say. I watched the full game. Here's what got to me still in watching the game. And I was trying to find, and now one thing I have to give Coach Wommack credit for is that I did see some more aggressiveness. I did see some more aggressiveness. The aggressiveness was there. It was indeed there. I'm just being honest. The aggressiveness was there. But the one thing that I did not like in the aggressiveness is something that I saw, and I kind of talked about it, before the game started, is overrunning the plays. Running right past the object of attack. Running right past it. Getting back there so fast, but not pushing the interference into the quarterback. And he was able to run out. He was able to run out of it, run out of a full blitz. I'm talking about a couple of times he did it. Another thing that I saw in the aggressiveness is sometimes in the aggressiveness up front, a couple of times I saw where the back coming out of the backfield on a wheel route. He was wide open. Hey, good morning, Bama Ball 9. Good morning. And is it happy birthday today? Bama 9, Bama Boy, good morning. Roll Tide. Good morning. Bama Ball, today is the day. Yes, blessings to you, Bama Ball. Roll Tide, yeah. Yes, everybody, listen, I'm going to go back to what I'm going to, but today is Bama Ball 9 birthday. Light this chat up. I'm not going to ask you to do something that I don't do. Let's wish, let's wish Bama Ball on 9 happy birthday. Thank you. Let's light the chat up for her. Today is her day. When your day come, I'm gonna do it for you. All right. When your day come, I'm gonna do it for you. Happy birthday, Bama Ball. Yeah, happy birthday to you. She said she's 23. She's 23. All right. And that's far I'm going with that. You're welcome. But I saw a couple of things. That's right. Like that chat up. Today, her day. Happy birthday, Bama Ball 9. That's right. But in all of that, I saw a couple of lapses. Now, overall, we play good. But sometimes it's just those, yeah, she needs to get Uncle Buck. She needs to get Uncle Buck. We're going to pull Uncle Buck up in just a minute. We're going to have a Uncle Buck for us. There you go, Bama Ball 9. That's Uncle Buck telling you that's your birthday, Dan. I ain't gonna say nothing else, Bama Ball. I'm gonna leave Uncle Buck right where he is. I'm not saying a word, cause anyway. Happy birthday to you, Bama Ball 9. She says she's 20. Yesterday she said she's 33, but I'm gonna take, she's 23. I'm just gonna say she just look at him. She just got ready. She just got to where she can go to the casino. All right. She can go to the buffet at the casino. That's what she can do. That's right. But that's what I saw. And so when I went back and watched it again, and if it comes back on, I'm going to watch it again, because those are the things that I'm saying that I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. Those are the things that can haunt us in big games. Even in small games too. People can expose that when you don't make changes or you don't address that. When you don't address that. I'm just being honest with you. And you don't attend to it. But I saw a couple of plays where our defenders overran a play and the quarterback was able to get out of it. And sometimes you'll make a non-running quarterback look good because you overrun the play and you're not targeting him. I don't mean that from a penalty perspective, but I mean he's not the object of what you're going after. It's like all of a sudden you're just trying to disrupt them, which is part of the game too. But I still say there needs to be some containment there to keep the yards to a minimum. That's all Piano Man was trying to say. Keep the yards to a minimum. Keep those yards, to a minimum. Just like even when you complete the ball, keep those yak yards to a minimum. Okay, because every so often they're gonna launch one on you. Yeah, they're gonna get you. But it's the yak yards. It's the yak yards. It's the yak yards. So, we still have work to do. We still have work to do. We're not out of the woods yet. We still have work to do. And just like I told you all yesterday, I said it Monday, I said it, I'm gonna say it yesterday, and I said it today. I'm gonna say it again today. Our next 7 games are against teams in the top 25, with the exception of Eastern Illinois. Everyone else is in the top 25. So it's going to get crucial. And while people, and in the words of Governor JB 718, while everybody's trying to talk about Georgia, I'm not worried about Georgia. I'll tell you again, I'm not. I am not worried about Georgia. No, sir. No, ma'am. I'm not going to discuss it, but I'm not really worried about it. I'm going to tell you this. When Vandy comes to town, Vandy will be undefeated. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. When Vandy comes to town this time, Vandy will be undefeated. Sounds funny, don't it? But it's true. Vandy will be undefeated. That's what's going to make it must-see TV. And y'all, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if they switch that game, Governor. And the governor said something last year about showing you how good you are and all that kind of stuff. When your games can be shown on prime time, when it's a prime time game, when they can, and sometimes when they switch that thing from a day game to a night game, that's when you'd have made it to the big time. When the network, when the media, when the CBSs or the ESPNs or the NBC, the ABC or Fox, it doesn't matter what it is. When they say we're going to switch this game from 2:30 to 6:30, I'm just saying, man. I'm gonna check it out, Governor. I'm just saying. But I'm just saying. But people, I'm gonna see how because some of the fans are saying when we get through playing Georgia, then I'll know, bruh. Georgia the least of your worries. Team like Vanderbilt come up in there undefeated. They gonna come up in there with confidence, and I ain't talking about with a swole head. I'm not talking about they're gonna come in there with the big head. They're gonna come in there with some confidence because here's the catch. They beat us last year. You got, oh God. And God help us. God help us. They come in, they beat us on the road, and then they come up in our house. And God help us if they beat us 2 years in a row, and this time they beat us on Saban Field. I'm telling you now. I ain't so much worried. Georgia, I'm not too much worried about. We get out there and do what we're supposed to do against Georgia. Georgia's beatable. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Vandy is who troubles me. Vandy coming in Bryant-Denny Stadium at Saban Field, undefeated. Are you kidding me? That's the reality. But it's up to Alabama to change the narrative. It's up to Alabama to change the narrative. I'm just saying now. It's up to Alabama to change the narrative. But those are some of the things that I saw watching that game for the third time. Watched it when it was happening, and I watched it 2 other times. I'm just saying. And when someone else says something, or I was intending to start at. Let me scroll back. Yeah, right here, Jeff. In the middle of the field plays, got to stop that. That's what I'm talking about. That's where that greenery is. All the green grass. All the green grass. All the green grass. The green grass. I'm just saying. All the green grass. That's right there, because over pursuit, and then there's no containment on that backside. That's what I'm getting at. All that green grass, and that must stop, because here's the catch on that. Like I said, a good running quarterback will eat what, and they see that you're gonna over pursue. They'll tear us up without having to throw a pass. Those are just some things that I'm noticing. And like I said, if it comes back again, I'm going to go back and watch it again. Oh, and that's another thing. Thank you, Stephen. And stop all this arm tackling. Put the shoulder to him. Decleat him. Let's go. Let's get it. Decleat them. No more arm tackling. No more arm tackling. What if game day is Bama? It could be, Tim. Good morning, Tim. Roll Tide. It could be. What if that is game day? What? Check this out, y'all. Wouldn't it be something? Because I believe game day is going to be in Athens for Bama, Georgia. But wouldn't it be something that if Bama was game day 2 weeks in a row? I'm telling you. Vandy's coming in undefeated. Let me get my Bible. Da-da-da. Here's my Bible. Here we go. Vanderbilt, Carlton Southern, Virginia Tech, South Carolina, Georgia State, and then Utah State. Then October the 4th, they come to Alabama on the first Saturday in October. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vandy will be 5-0 coming into the Bama game. 5-0. They'll be undefeated. And I'm about to tell you this. During the summer, during the time of different media days and this and that and the third and interviews, Pavia told everybody, we coming to make a statement. We're going to be the SEC champions this year. And we're going to the playoffs. Now, that's what Pavia said. Pavia started all that back in the summertime. Right after we played UGA, we played Vandy the very next week. Now, folks are, you know, and I know a lot of the Bama fans are riding on this Georgia game. But I'm going to tell you, as this video, wherever it goes, hear the voice of Piano Man. I'm not worried about Georgia. I'm not worried about a team that I done beat 9 out of 10 times. And then some people are saying, well, that was before Kirby got there. I don't give a hoot if Kirby grandmama was coaching them. When we were playing, when we went over there and played in Athens once before, Georgia was picked to win the game. Bama went over there and destroyed them. I almost feel like we're going to do the same thing. I got confidence in my team. I really do. All right. It's the one. It's the only. It's Coach Carl. What's up, Coach?
You got a Piano Man.
No, man, I lost it about this time, about 30 years ago. Around this time, I lost it. Around 30 years ago. I'm trying to get it back, though, Coach.
Hey, it's already coming, man. You're going to never lose your swag.
You know, I you know, whatever it was, I lost it, but I'm trying to get it back. Coach, I was talking earlier about life's choices and everything, and you and I sharing the background of criminal justice and all that kind of stuff and challenges in it and everything. I just wanted you to encourage people to continue to go after their dreams and go after their, you know, because, you know, you encouraged me, you, Coach Sean, KB, Ty Hayes, others that are in it, Coach Al, you know, but I just wanted you to encourage people to continue to press on. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, man. I mean, life is about ups and downs. So once you start going up the hill, and the hill seems like it's so hard to climb, you just gotta keep on pressing, man. Keep on climbing, because eventually you're gonna get to the top of the hill. On the problem is when you get to the top of the hill, there's gonna be other obstacles at the top of the hill that's gonna be pushing you back down the hill. So you got to learn how to maintain your speed going down the hill because you don't want to go down the hill wide open. That's why you slow down when you're going down the hill and try to go up the hill as fast as possible. So man, just keep your head up, keep grinding. For you, piano man, just keep doing you, bro. Because God got you. Man. God see what you're doing. God see your struggle, and everybody go through it, man. You know, I'm going through the struggle now. As well, but we all gotta go through something, so we have a story to tell at the end of it. This is our job. That once we make it through the other side, that we gotta go back and tell the people how we did it, and we gotta understand that you can't do nothing without the good Lord above. You can't go through here and say I came over this and I overcome that, because I did nothing. I did everything I did through God, who strengthened me. Right.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I graduated from criminal justice school with those long nights, man, and I was up trying to figure out how to do this stuff. I had to pray about it, man. A lot of the stuff that you go through out here, God gave me the strength to make it through those criminal justice lessons, man. And once you get at the end of it, the future is bright because always gonna be somebody committing crimes. So I mean, it's called job security for a reason. So there's always gonna be somebody committing crimes. There's always gonna be some way to go inside of the criminal justice system, so you can't go wrong in it. But like you were saying earlier, man, if I knew I was gonna get behind the camera and start talking, sports, I would have took up some journalism classes. I would have took up some sport etiquette classes and stuff like that. So I decided to go back to school to get my master in sports journalism, so I'll be able to communicate. You know what I mean?
And I'm gonna tell you, Coach, and that's what I was talking with KB about. And I'm gonna go back and look at some things in either journalism or radio, television, and film, and learn how to do just to do some, to do this and see how it really operates and maybe compile it all together. But a lot of people, man, they limit themselves and they don't, they look at the challenges and, and just quit. But I'm learning to look at my challenges and embrace them because that's a part of it. And so I appreciate you, Coach. I really appreciate you, man. So
nah, I'll tell you this, piano man. Listen, most colleges are, they forbid you to use AI. But I'm gonna tell you, embrace using AI, because in criminal justice realm, you can research a lot of stuff through the AI system, right? You can go in there, you can get the AI to research what you need, and then you can break it down into your terminology and your own terminology. But instead of going through here, strolling through all these libraries that I was doing, man. And then one of my professors told me after I graduated, he was like, why you didn't just get you an AI and then let the AI scroll through all the internet for you and then pull up the articles you need to read. And then you read the articles like that. Because it takes hours and hours and hours of research. Well, you get an AI and let the AI scroll the internet for you and pull up the research, then you read it, and then you write about it. It saves you a whole lot of time. You just got to read it, break it down, and then put everything in your own content, and then you cite the stuff that you steal. So if you take something from somebody, you cite it, and then you reference it at the bottom of the page so they won't call you for plagiarism. But other than that, man, stop. We got to start letting everybody else use the stuff that right there in our face, man. The whole world using AI, and we don't use it. So we got to get out here and just start using AI, let the AI do the work, and then we just go ahead and just do our portion of what the AI does.
Right. Now my sister her and AI are best friends, and I told her, I said, B, I said, I consult AI for the most part, but she said, but Wendell, I'm not as good as at writing and reading and putting and comprehending things as quick as you do, and where you can use your own words and terminology. And I just said, well, but I told her where that came from was just years of reading. and just because I love to read books, I'm not as versed as I used to be because I don't have time to read like I want to. But I get a good book, I'm gonna build me a bookshelf one day, and you'll see how much reading I really enjoy. I'll pull down, especially different periodicals and things like that, just trying to learn some things. But I'm gonna take that advice though, Coach Carl, and make that thing work for me, bro. But anyway, on to a little sports right here. Like I was telling you all, I was watching that game for the third time. On this over pursuit, is that a thing of timing? I mean, even when I played the game, I over pursued. I mean, what sometimes what causes that, coach? What that you just slide right on past the guy. You know, you miss your target. What causes that sometimes?
I mean, what causes over pursuit all the time is that defenses are trying to attack a point, right? We attack the point.
Right.
You attack where you see the ball going. That's how you coach defense. You tell the kid to attack where you see the ball going. One guy scraping up, one guy should be attacking, one guy should be scraping. A lot of time when you start attacking and the other guy scraping across the top, you playing against some of the best running backs in the country, man. These kids are trained to read linebackers. So boom, you see the linebacker coming out here, you're gonna bounce it outside. But if you see a linebacker attacking the block, and then you start seeing one trying to scrape over the top, what do you think that running back gonna do? He gonna cut back upfield. That's how you start overrunning plays. You overrun plays because running backs are just as smart as linebackers. And sometimes they're just a little bit smarter because they set up the block so well. They'll set up you so well that you'll be pressing the hole and they'll bounce it outside because a lot of times they don't hit the hole hard. They tiptoe, then they get you going where they want to go, and then they burst out on you. So over pursuing, and it's just a part of the game, man. You're just gonna have to learn how to. It's all about the defensive front, really. If the front set up and they'll attack the right gaps, or they push in their pocket, then the running back has no room to go. So at that point, you can't overrun anything. He's just gonna have to get off in the pile and try to get as many yards as he can. So this all about the fronts. Linebackers gonna overrun plays because I mean, it's just the way game going. Like you just lose to, man. You overran plays.
Yeah, I did it all the time.
As a corner, I was trained to set the edge, and a lot of time was setting the edge. I overrunning plays setting the edge because I'm trying to get outside and stay outside, and the guy turn right back up inside of you, and then they streaking.
Yeah, I did it all the time, and it wasn't like I wasn't trying to get to the target. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I wasn't trying to attack the point. But sometimes I'm coming in so fast, and then what also happens is when they pick the block up, they're gonna kind of go with your motion of which way you headed too. See, and back in the day they called it dancing. They quit dancing with it. And I tried not to, and then that's the next thing. What you talked about is a lot of timing, because when that quarterback see that, and when they sense that pocket collapsing, you don't, all that dancing that you're doing, because the block that kind of caught up with you there, they coming out of there too. So some of that, and I saw some of that Saturday. A couple of times I saw it this past Saturday. But the part that concerned me on one play is when O'Neal got out of there, he had a lot of green grass in front of him. No containment there. And but like you said, some of that's just part of the game, but he didn't score anything, but he did get first down.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, over pursuing is something that it's hard to fix that. I mean, it's virtually impossible to to fix over pursuing, because once you start compensating for overruns, then you start giving up runs because your linebackers, your D line, or whoever chasing is not going to be chasing at full speed. They're going to be trot chasing. And then once people realize that they're not running at me hard, they just going to turn it upfield and start gaining ground on you. So everything you do, you got to do at full speed. I tell my kids all the time, I said, man, if you going to F up, you F up in full-fledged speed. Don't F up in slow motion, because you F up in slow motion, we gonna kill you on the sideline. But you F up going full speed, can't nobody fuss at you, because effort. It's all about the effort. If you giving me 100% effort, how can I be mad? But if you giving me a lack of effort, and then somebody score a touchdown.
Good morning, Bobby Sprinkle. Good morning and Roll Tide, brother. Good morning and Roll Tide. But
all gas, no brakes, right?
All gas, no brakes. Let's get with it. Got to come with the come on, you know. But I was just noticing those two areas on the defense, you know, since I know, you know, a lot of people are kind of upset with Coach Womack and his scheme and everything. But I'm not just per se worried about the scheme too much. I look more at the effort, and the effort is there. The effort is there.
The bigger part now, if one guy chasing and one guy racing, you're gonna race him to the point, somebody chasing to the point. A lot of times when the guy trying to beat him to the point, he's beating him to the point, and the guy that's trailing, the cutback guy, is trying to outrun the guy that should be racing him to the point. So you got a cutback guy, especially at linebackers and safety. Safety set the edges, linebackers are chaser, one of them is a damn point guy. So when you
Right. And good morning, Diane. Coach Bobby Sprinkle saying good morning to you.
Can you hear me, Piano Man?
Yeah. Go ahead, Coach. Yeah, I was just saying Bobby Sprinkle saying good morning to you.
Can y'all hear me? Somebody put in the chat if you can hear me.
Yeah, I hear you, Coach. I must not can be heard. Yeah. Can you hear me, Coach? Yeah, we hear you, Coach. Oh, okay. His was going out. Okay. He'll get back in there in just a minute. But yeah, but those are just some of the things that I'm worried about. Or not so much. What's up, Austin Allen? What's up with you? Good to see you. But those are just some of the things that I noticed going back and watching it a third time, and I saw the effort. I'm not too much worried about the scheme that much, you know. But I'm with you, Jeff. But we got to collapse that middle. We got to watch that middle of the field, because like Coach Carl just said, that over pursuing is indeed part of the game. But somebody's got to be there to watch that middle and not give up those, you know, like I said, those extra yards. That's the only thing that bothers me. So we'll make a non-running quarterback look good, and we gonna make a good running quarterback look like he's all world if we don't be careful right there. But yeah, yeah, Austin, y'all come a long way since week 1 for sure. But man, Wisconsin is stinky. I wouldn't say that they're stinky, but I will say this: when you dealing with a defense, when on offense, I'll give you that. On offense, I'll give you that part. On offense, yeah, they don't smell all that good, but now their defense is pretty good. And the one thing about is Bobby, I got to put you on the big screen, bro. I'm worried about the entire team. I'm not going to say nothing. I just want to see it on the field, on the road. Yeah, now. See, now that's what brings it into a reality, Bobby. On the road, well, ain't no sense in beating a dead horse to death, but here we go. We didn't win not one road game last year. Not one. We didn't win not one road game. And we started off on the road and lost. We've got to break that. We got to break that. Yeah, Diane, you know. Yeah, Diane, hold up. You thinking like Governor. But he just said Tennessee around the Tennessee time. Will be, you know, but Georgia will be like a 6-week exam. So I hope all the coaches, players, and coordinators are reflecting on what it has gone well, not so well, and adjusting accordingly. Exactly. And that's why I put that this week needed to be a week of reflection. We need to reflect on what has gone wrong. You know, why are we here and everything. So Diane, I agree with you 100%. Oh yeah, yes, right. That's right. My bad. Not my bad. But I forgot. We did play Wisconsin on the road. We beat LSU on the road. But we lost to Oklahoma, Tennessee, Vanderbilt. Yeah, that's right. But we lost games that we should have won. But that's neither here nor there. But you know what? I think I'm just going to remain positive. And I'm going to remain optimistic that we're going to reverse that this year. Now, this year we're going to have Oklahoma, Vandy, Tennessee at home. But I'm telling you now, and I don't know if I sent it to Dwight or not, but we played South Carolina at home last year, Austin. We played them in T-Town. We go to Columbia this year. But I'm gonna tell you like this: Vandy got off all up in that end Saturday night, and before somebody goes there and say, but they, you know, because Lenore Sellers wasn't in there. No. They was getting off in. They was going off on South Carolina while Lenora Sellers was in there. They were going off on. You would think with all the experience and all of the coaches, plus we played Georgia before, we should know what to do and how to motivate on the road. Yeah, we should. I'm really not all that. I'm really not all that concerned. It's going to be a good game. As the world, I've said that from day one. Not worried about South Carolina. They're not the same team as they were last year. Yeah, they're not the same team. Austin said, but I'm tell you, I've been to Columbia twice, and them folks know how to party. Okay. Had a blast both times. Yeah. And so Missouri and South Carolina play this weekend. Miz after Vandy. Yeah. Yep. It's going to be some good games this weekend. I'm telling you now, even though it's a bye week for Bama, bruh, exactly, Bob. You got to put that belt to the booty. Yeah. I'm just saying, man, got to put that belt to it. And come on, and I mean from the start, Bobby Sprinkle. We got to come out there from the start. And we got to do that with everybody. And but I will say, like I said, I'm not going to discuss it. I'm not going to discuss it this week. I'm going to reserve what I have to say for next week. I just hope I can remember everything, and I really need to write it down and all that good stuff. But I'm telling you now, I think we're going to be okay. Yes, Austin, Napier's job is on the line. Napier's job on the line. Okay. But I don't see you, coach. I don't see you, coach. It's like you came in and you went right back out. I saw you when you came in, and then all of a sudden it kicked you right back out. Let me try something again. Hold up. Hold up, coach. I'm going to try something again. There we go. Now, there you go, coach.
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, man, I told you every time I get online with you, somebody called my phone. So I went in there and turned it on airplane mode and turned on Wi-Fi calling.
Oh wow!
So can't nobody call me now. Hopefully.
I hear you. Wait a minute.
Yeah, but we got a bye week. The people out here excited. Some of them gonna be depressed this weekend because there's no Alabama football.
Oh, I'm not depressed. I'm not depressed. I'm not depressed at all. Cause brother, the Lord willing, I'm going fishing. I'm going fishing. Said, and I'm going to. But like I've told everybody, I will not have a live Saturday morning, but I'll be back on Saturday evening after I've been on a day of fishing and hanging out and all that good stuff. But I will be on with ice box and dirt rope, all of that. Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. So I'm gonna be fishing and doing my picks with Icebox. So that's gonna be about it. But I can't do a live from my phone. StreamYard won't do that for some reason or another. But Austin Allen said you got to put that on Do Not Disturb, coach. That's what I do.
Okay.
Put it on. You go in your settings and look for I think the sound and haptics and all that good stuff. And put it on Do Not Disturb. Austin, you went last Friday and snatched up about 30 largemouth. You were doing some fishing, brother. You were doing some fishing. Susan, what's going on with Susan? We're praying with you, Susan. You know I'm praying with you. Praying with you. Let's
Where
get
Miss
better.
Susan at?
She's on her way to the ER.
Oh my Lord.
She's on her way to the ER. And we're just lifting Susan up to you, Lord, and asking you to bless her, heal her, touch her, protect her in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
In the name of Jesus.
In Jesus' name, amen. What have been the surprises in this team that for you so far? My surprise has been the fact that Germ Bernard, it is really no surprise, but Germ Bernard is burning up the paper. The way he's doing it is his precise route running. He's matured in it. He's gotten better and everything. So that's what has surprised. That's what has surprised me. Germ Bernard.
What surprised me man, is that the offensive line still can't run block. And that's my biggest surprise of the year. And they still can't run block, man.
But you know what though? What did I tell y'all back around June about those X factors? The O-line on one side of the ball, O-line, D-line, and I have said those were your X factors, and they're just proving it to be true. And even with all of that, and coach, yeah, I'm still here, KT. What the business is, KT? You know. Yeah, and so Austin said Jeremy is the leader y'all need. Yep, Jeremy is the leader. Jeremy is the leader. He's in there. He's in there. But Germ, I love how Germ is playing.
He's leading by example.
He's leading by example. He's doing it. He is the definition of leadership. And he's not just doing it, like you say, he's doing it by example and not running his mouth. He's not drawing a lot of attention to himself. You know, he's just being Germ. And I love the fact that he says that, you know, he gives all glory to God for that thing, man. I love that. I love it. I really do. I love it. Yeah. And so Germ is doing that. But I was in a debate with a guy on Twitter, and he said that in the upcoming game with Georgia, he said that Kirby was going to double Germ and not double Ryan because Ryan and Isaiah are not consistent. And I told him, I said, I don't see that. I said, that's not how I see it. I said he would double. He might double, depending upon how they play Ryan. Maybe not. But I said he would double Ryan before he would double Germ and before he double Isaiah. But you can't double all of them. You gonna get burned along the line somewhere.
I would definitely double Ryan.
Yeah.
Before I double any one or two. I
Me
let
too.
Jerry Nunn go 1-on-1. He would have to beat me. Like, he would literally have to beat me before I double him. But I'm not gonna let Ryan Williams beat me.
Right. Exactly. That's what I was trying to get that guy to understand, is that you gonna get burned, bro. If you call yourself going, if you gonna double Germ and leave Ryan, Georgia don't have a DB back there who can just consistently shut Ryan and play shutdown ball on Ryan Williams. Georgia don't have that. Not on an all night basis. That won't happen.
They gonna move him around too much, and
Yeah.
then he'll end up in the slot, and he'll be covered by a safety or linebacker, and that's a mismatch. So
Yeah.
now I'm gonna bracket Ryan everywhere he go, and then I
Yes,
can play
sir.
man to man on everybody else. But I'm gonna bracket Ryan because I'm not gonna let him get on the safety, get on top of a linebacker, and be running free. He'll have 200-yard receiving and 3 touchdowns.
Exactly. I mean, Ryan hit him up last year for 177, 166, 170, something like that. He was hurting them last year. I said, come on, bro. I thought you knew a little something about that. You know.
And he was wide open on what 17, 18 plays that didn't get to him.
Right. Wide open.
Not me.
I told him, I said, I double Ryan. Now, I'll let Germ and Isaiah do their thing, because here's the other thing about that. I'd be worried a whole lot about Isaiah Horton coming across that middle too, especially if you get a height differential. You know, saying now, somebody better recognize. And I'm gonna give Ty credit, and Ty slinging that thing, man. He coming on in now. He coming on in now. And don't forget about Josh Quavers and Brooke. You got that right. And I'm gonna tell you somebody else who caught my attention too, Coach. You were talking about surprises. Coach, Caleb Edwards ain't no joke either. I think the tight end.
That's a live body.
Yes,
a
sir.
Big live body.
Yes, sir. Caleb Edwards ain't no joke. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I
Caleb
also
Edwards.
say what, Coach?
I like Caleb Edwards, man. He fast, he got good hands, and he got a big body, so you gotta get more reps. The more reps he get, the more dominant Bama offense gonna be. Cause that dude physical, man, and and it's not those little licks that he giving, he bounce off of most of them. So I like him a little bit better than I like Quavers.
Yeah. And you know what? I might be wrong for saying this, but it's just my little humble, unsolicited opinion. But Caleb Edwards reminds me a little bit, just a little bit, of Brock Bowers, especially from a blocking standpoint. And then but he also has those good hands. He reminds me, he has some Brock Bauer vibes going there. But like you said, but he's just a freshman. So by the time next year rolls around, in the next couple of years, like you said, the more reps he get, the more dangerous that offense is going to become. They're going to become.
I can see that. I say more. I thought he'd be more suitable, like, you know what I'm saying, Irv Smith Jr. He just got better hands and taller version of Irv Smith.
Yeah.
You can utilize him in the run game and pass game. Brock Bowers was more catch that passing tight end that can block. He more of a blocking tight end that can catch. And if you utilize him like they utilize Irv Smith, but just give him a few more targets. He get about 6 targets a game. He can put up to 70 to 80 yards per game.
Right.
And him and Isaiah Hardy inside the red zone. Now you got red zone threats inside the red zone outside of Jeremy Ryan. So that's what you really need to get them touches down the middle of the field, and then get them a few touches in the red zone, because if you get them on red zone touches, then everybody gonna be geared towards him and Isaiah Hardy in the red zone, and then you can basically pick them apart.
Right. Yes, Lord. I'm balling down and saying, man, can we get 150-yard rushing running backs? Bama win going away. I can about see that. I can see that too. Did I see Double A come up in here? Good, you know. Yeah, Tim Smith. So I'm just saying, I think Bama's gonna be okay. But you know, like I said, I'm not gonna talk about that. We have all next. Matter of fact, when I get on here live Saturday, we'll start the Georgia talk. We'll start Georgia talk from one Saturday to the next, because there's a lot to talk about. But I'm just hoping we take positive advantage of bye week and just do what we got to do and just make it happen. So, but anyway, I'm getting ready to get off of here because I'm going back down here where I've been deer watching, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and start putting my deer corn out. I'm gonna start baiting them up, Coach.
Yeah, I'm finna jump off, man, because I got the school calling me, so I'm gonna jump off, see what the school need.
Hey, what's up?
I hear you, Coach. I appreciate you, Coach Carl. Everybody that's Coach Carl, but always that wisdom and expertise and just that voice that we need sometimes. And so we really need them all the time. So I appreciate you, Coach, all that you do, bro. Everything that you do. Yeah, man. But anyway, that's Coach Carl, everybody. We just gonna continue to keep on going and keep moving. But I'm getting ready to get off of here. Like I said, I'm going down here, see what I can see, and start get my little deer cam ready. And you know, you got that right, Twister. Yes, sir. Got to get it ready. Yeah, Quavers don't stay on his feet much. He must fall in love real easy. Got that right, though, man. He must fall in love real easy. All too much, you know. But the one thing about it, though, Double A, I have to give him credit. But where he fall, it always be around the first down somewhere. So he does all right. At least he gets us a first down or somewhere there in the vicinity. But, you know, anyway, y'all, I'm going to go. I appreciate everybody. Bait and Bambi. No, it ain't. Okay, you can call it whatever you want to, Steven. You know, Baby Bambi, golly. Yeah, but I'm going down here and start. I'm gonna put my trail cam out. Yeah, he fell for a touchdown, work for me. Yeah. But I'm going out here and put my trail cam out. I'm gonna see if they're coming through in the summertime, see what happens and all that kind of stuff. You know, people don't understand. It's an art, the deer hunting. It's a science, man. You don't just get out there and just no. You got to study that. You got to study it, man. You got to study habits now. So you got to know when to say when. So anyway, but I thank everybody for coming. They had a good chat today. 30 something of y'all in the chat. I appreciate you. We're just gonna keep it moving and everything. So tomorrow be day 4 of bye week. Then a few more days and we're gonna start that Georgia talk and everything. Again, happy birthday, Bama Ball number 9. Enjoy your day. And I hope your family does something great for you today and everything. Diane, don't start. Don't. Take good care of Mom, Jeff. Yeah, Nick, you too with Grandma. We're going to continue to pray for Susan. We're praying for everybody. Jeff, take good care of Mom. Ready for some fresh backstrap? Yep. I'm just, but I'm going out here and prepare. And, because, man, I'm going to send some pictures to Dwight so I can show y'all what comes through here on my little acreage out there. And and I just can't let that go by. No, sir. I'm just saying now. So it's you got to, I'm in the words of Grady on Sanford and Son. Every now and then you got to prime the pump. You see what I'm saying? So so I'm gonna prime the pump. I'm gonna have a great day today. I want you to have a great day. And as I always end by saying, stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. And remember, you can do all things through Christ that gives you strength. I promise you can. So just trust him to give you the strength that you need to glorify him and to succeed. I may not see you today or tomorrow, but trust me, personally, but I'll see you in the long run. What's the biggest wreck I have? We won't talk about that, Jeff. Anyway, Jeff, the last time I actually went deer hunting, wrote D Sharp, thank you for all you do, bro. Salute to you, bro. And Jeff, the last time I actually went deer hunting, like a 6-8 point, something like that. That's about it. Bama Ball already getting balloons and flowers. Nice. That's all right. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up. Balloons and flowers. Get it, girl. I hear you. Happy birthday to you. Now, Bobby Sprinkle. Now, let me and you have a little talk, bro. May not see you today or tomorrow, but I'm seeing you in the long run. Now, look here, Bobby Sprinkle. I've come to your show and couldn't find you. Are you going to be on today? I'll be coming to Bobby's show because Bobby's a great supporter over here. But I went on and couldn't find you, bro. So is it something I'm doing wrong? So are you gonna come on today, Bobby? Let me know before I come off. Okay. But I may not see you today or tomorrow personally, but I'll see you in the long run. And just remember, I'm no expert. I just know what I'm talking about. And sometimes it may not, in the words of the old song, why can't we be friends? I may not speak right, but I know what I'm talking about. Okay. So so anyway, so until this evening at 2:00, hopefully Bobby comes on. Forget them trees and the hedges too. Forget everything that that comes against Alabama Crimson Tide, because we got to make it happen. All right. Bobby's show is ghost for me too. Thank you. I was just wondering, was it just me? Because then we would, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey, Latoya. Oh, the 22nd. Gotcha. Okay, Bobby. Now I understand. I came over there looking, man. Oh, doctor's appointment this week. Okay, bro. We praying for you too, Bobby. We got you, bro. We praying people over here. We love our people. Okay. So Bobby will be on the 22nd. Got you, bro. All right. Well, I gotta find something to do. I might just come back on then. I might now. Depends on what all I got going. So I just might. You'll get the notification and we'll just talk again. Okay. I love talking with you all and I love chatting with everybody. Okay. So I just believe in trying to do better. But we're praying for you, Bobby. We got you and Mrs. Bobby, you and Miss Tammy. All right. We appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. When we come back on at 2, I'll see. I'll see. All right. But thank you all. I got putting time out. Steven shouldn't have been being bad. I told you about listening to them voices now. I told you about that. The honeybees that get you every time. You got to know what you're doing when you're messing with the honeybees, boy. I told you now. So anyway, y'all have a great day. Again, Bama Ball number 9. Enjoy your day, sis. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Praying for Susan, praying for Bobby, praying for everybody. You're in our thoughts and prayers. And just know this, Buster, 3-Stroke Charlie, and Billy, handle your business and all will be well. All right. So until the next time, have a great day. God bless you and roll tide. Thank you, 401k crew, for all you do. Piano Man loves you. Can't get along without you. You know, all that kind of stuff. And to the other crews that are in Bama Nation, big ups to you. Roll tide. And guess what? Piano Man is out. I'll see y'all later on. Roll tide.